Hi and welcome to Whisky Shared. You're watching day 2 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. I'm Toby and you're watching Whisky Shared. Welcome to day 2 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar for 2025. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 100 samples in my sample collection and my wife has picked 24 at random. She'll put one a day into a blue Glencairn glass and I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it, and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. This is just for fun, so sometimes I get it right and sometimes I get it wrong. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. If you'd like to play along and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with the nose. Okay, so this immediately smells like a rye whiskey. I'm getting notes of dusty rye cereal. I'm getting like a waxiness, like a window putty. There's a sweetness like green apples. This smells amazing. If it isn't a rye whiskey, it probably has a high proportion of rye, but I would assume this is a rye whiskey. At this stage, I can't tell if it's an American style rye or not. But yeah, I'm also getting like pie crust, like, you know, apple pie. But yeah, that linseed oil, that window putty note is really, really prominent. Let's move on to the palate. Wow. At first it was quite dry and astringent on the palate, but it also comes with a kick. This is, I think, is high ABV. It's sweet, it's fresh, it's malty, there's rye spice. It's, yeah, there's a lot packaged in this whiskey. It really is impressive. It's, yeah, a little bit overwhelming. I think I took a slightly larger sip than I should have, and it has definitely, definitely woken up my taste buds. So, wow. Let's have another sip. Yeah, this is really tasty. I love ryes like this. It reminds me of an American style rye. It reminds me of a couple I've had, like Rittenhouse, and I can't remember the other one offhand. There's actually, it also reminds me of an Irish rye as well that I had once. But it's lovely, fresh. There's definitely some fruitiness, lots of vanilla, lots of powdered sugar, a little bit of heat. You definitely get that spicy kick, but it's it has a freshness to it that's really, really nice. Let's have one final sip. Yeah, there's definitely a nice herbal and menthol quality with this as well. I think it reminds me also of Kyrö Rye. I've had that a couple of times at shows, but yeah. I don't think I've got any American or Canadian ryes in my sample collection, so this is probably European. It could come from the UK, Fielden maybe, but I don't think their rye is this sort of style. If it is, I've missed bottles like this because this is impressive. But I'm leaning towards Europe, mainland Europe, rather than the UK for the rye. I think this is, it's probably over 50% ABV, but yeah, I think if this is still available, whatever it is, I'll be looking for a bottle. Should we find out what's in my glass? Right, so it's Kyrö Malt Rye, it's 47.2% ABV, and it came to me as part of my Whisky Pioneer subscription. So yeah, I think mainland Europe is spot on. Kyrö is a rye that I enjoyed at shows. I've only tried it a couple of times, and it's always one that I never pulled the trigger on buying a bottle because for one reason or another, you know, something else came up that tickled my fancy. But yeah, it seems to drink hotter than 47.2, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, Kyrö is definitely on my radar again. I've definitely got to get a bottle of this. This is fantastic. I haven't owned a bottle of rye this tasty for 2 or 3 years, and yeah, it's definitely missing from my cabinet. So looking forward to getting a bottle of this. If you've tried this, then let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if not, hopefully you enjoyed this, and hopefully you'll come back for day 3. Stauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.